Hey, you alright? Welcome to another video. If you haven't been here before, my name is Georgia Jo and this is my channel where I talk all things books. So today, as you can see, I'm in front of my lovely bookshelves and I want to do an unhaul. So these are very full. I cannot fit any more books on here and I've got a lot of books under my kind of coffee table that I want to be able to display on my bookshelves. So I'm going to do an unhaul. I want to get rid of some. I feel like I've just got too many books at the moment and I just want to make some room on these. So there's definitely some books on here that I've read all these, so there's definitely some on here that I rated 3 stars, maybe even below 3 stars. I don't typically tend to keep them, but sometimes some of them get through and I end up putting them on my shelves and forgetting that I've put them on there. So yeah, I want my bookshelves to show all the books that I really love, you know, rather than just any books that I've read. So yeah, I'm hoping to get rid of some and I'm just going to go through shelf by shelf, see if I can pull some out. I want to aim for maybe like between 5 and 10 at least to get rid of, because I know the majority of these I have really enjoyed, so that's why I'm saying 5 to 10 to give myself a little bit of leeway, because I don't want to get rid of books that I have really enjoyed. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so on these first 2 shelves, there's probably not really many I want to get rid of, because these are kind of my romance shelves and I am quite good with, if I've rated a romance like 3 stars or less, I will just unhaul it at that moment, or if I've like DNF'd it. And I also feel like I read a lot of romances on my Kindle, and then if I enjoy the book I'll buy the physical copy, so I kind of know that I enjoyed most of these, you know. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be many to unhaul. I do keep thinking about unhauling these 3 Ashley Poston books, which are like a interconnected, well actually I don't even think they're interconnected series. I think they're just 3 random books that kind of follow the same theme, but they're kind of her ones that she released before like The Dead Romantics and The 7-Year Slip and Novel Love Story, and I didn't massively enjoy them really. I don't really know, I think I've kept hold of them because then I've got Ashley Poston's whole collection, you know. But yeah, I think I'll probably unhaul them really, because someone might really enjoy them and I've read them and they were just okay. So I just had a look and I rated Geekarella 2.5 stars, The Princess and the Fangirl 3 stars, and I've not actually read Bookish and the Beast yet. So yeah, I think I'm just going to unhaul them because I have no interest in actually reading Bookish and the Beast. I think that's the only book on here that I've actually not read. And yeah, like I say, 2.5 and 3 stars. I'm never going to pick them up again. I'm purely keeping them to have like Ashley Poston's backlog. But I don't really think she's one of my favourite authors. Like, not a Novel Love Story I didn't massively enjoy. So yeah, I'm talking myself like in and out of it, but I'm just going to get rid of them. Executive decision, I'm just going to get rid. So that is 3 books down. And then I'm pretty sure the rest on this series, like we've got Heartstopper, we've got the Romances by Kennedy Ryan, which I can't remember what the Skyland series. Then we've got my Amy Award books, The Kingsman. Then I Wish You All the Best, In Memoriam, Romantic Tragedy of Drama King, and then my Jessa Hastings books, which I've got a couple of Jessa Hastings books that came out all of a sudden that I've not read either of them yet, so I need to get around to them at some point. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for these shelves because I don't want to get rid of any on that shelf. So let's move on to my fantasy ones. Okay, so these are pretty much my 2 fantasy shelves, and these are ones I would really like to make some extra room on. I keep umming and ahhing whether to get rid of the Shatter Me series because I feel like the majority of those books, there was a couple that I really enjoyed, but I feel like the majority I gave 3 stars or below, and I couldn't really tell you a lot that happened in them. I think because I read a bulk of them in a 24-hour readathon, so I was kind of reading them one after another, and I just think I'm probably never going to pick up that series again, and I'm not really that fussed about it, so I think I might just get rid of the whole series, you know, which is like a big step. That's a lot for me to get rid of a whole series, especially one that's so popular. But yeah, I just think I'm not really that fussed about it. I've only got 3 on here at the moment, the first 3. The others are on my kind of overflow coffee table down there. The rest of them are on there. I think there's like 10 in total, including the novellas. So yeah, I'm actually going to get rid of them. So that will be all of the Shatter Me series gone. Then I'm going to keep the Maze Runners. My Lee Bardugo books I'll keep. Caraval I could even get rid of. I'm not really fussed about that. I did try and read Once Upon a Broken Heart and I wasn't that bothered about it. I enjoyed this, but I feel like I enjoyed the first one and then I wasn't that bothered about the other two. Let me check what I rated them. Okay, so according to my Goodreads, I rated Caraval 5 stars and Legendary Finale 4 stars each. So I'm assuming that I rounded them up maybe and I actually gave them like 3.5 stars. I don't remember giving Caraval 5 stars, but that's what it says on my Goodreads. And I read them before I was using Storygraph, which has like, you can put middle stars on there. But I don't think I'm ever going to pick them up again. But I also feel like I don't necessarily want to get rid of them yet. I also really like the stripes, the striped spines. So yeah, we'll keep them ones for now. And then on top we've got 5 Broken Blades, which I loved. I need to get the rest of that series. As soon as the third one comes out in paperback, I'll buy the second and third to have on my shelves. Then A Dark Shade of Magic, which I'm keeping. My Kaylin Bayron's book, which I'm keeping. Fire and Heist, I'm going to keep that because it was just like an easy to read dragon book, which I don't think many people have read, but it's a good one to read. Star Daughter I'm going to keep. Sister Sword and Shadow Duology I'm going to keep. Definitely going to keep Blood of Hercules. God Killer, it will depend on if I enjoy Sunbringer or not, because if I don't enjoy Sunbringer I'm just going to get rid of this one because I think I gave it 3 stars. Feybound I also gave 3 stars too, but I don't think I'm going to carry on that series. I did get Cursebound out at the library and just nothing in me had a desire to pick it up and actually read it, so I ended up taking it back. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one. And then we've got The Abandoned Realm, which I enjoyed, the Can't Spell Treason Without Tea series, and Rewitched, which I'm not getting rid of. So that's that shelf, but I am going to get rid of Feybound. It's also the Waterstones like special edition. I think I bought this off Vinted, so yeah, it's going back on Vinted. Then my second fantasy shelf, we have got these Hollow Vows and these Twisted Bonds, which I feel like I remember enjoying, so I'm going to keep those. The Prison Healer trilogy, which I enjoyed. My Cassandra Clare books, which I'm keeping. The first 2 in the Legendborn series, which again I'm keeping. For She Is Wrath, which I feel like I enjoyed that one, but let me double check. This is the issue when it comes to like reading. I just have got such a bad memory. For She Is Wrath, I gave 3.5 stars to it, so I'm going to keep that one for now. Children of Blood and Bone, would really recommend this series. I really enjoyed it. Legends and Lattes, I'm going to keep those. Impossible Creatures I'm going to keep, and A Language of Dragons I'm going to keep. So yeah, definitely keeping all those, but at least I made a little bit of room. I've got a space here now and space here to add some more books to, so at least that's a bit more room. And then down here we've mainly got mystery thrillers. So I've got the Thursday Murder Club, which I'm not getting rid of, The Cat Who Caught a Killer, the 2 books there I'm not getting rid of, and Mad Honey. Honey and Spice is up here because I had no room on my romance shelf for it, so now I've got room, it will go and join the rest of the romance. My Jennifer Lynn Barn books I won't be getting rid of, and then we've got Holly Jackson books. I am tempted to get rid of these 2 from the Housemaid series. The first one my younger sister's currently got, so I think I might get rid of those 2 because if I ever want to reread them I can just read them on my Kindle, but I don't think I'm ever going to pick them up again, and I don't really remember enjoying the third one that much. I think I've just kept it because I had the series, so I'm going to get rid of those ones. And then the bottom shelf is mainly just, most of it is filled with the Zodiac Academy books, and then we've got some like literary / general fiction down here / books that wouldn't fit anywhere else. So Lessons in Chemistry I'll be keeping, Thieves Gambit I'll keep, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight I'll keep, Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School, Daisy Jones and the Six, The Lost Bookshop, Orbital I'm going to get rid of. I'm pretty sure I gave this 2 stars, so I'm definitely getting rid of it. and I think the rest I'm going to keep. And then I've also got these 4 books which I DNF'd or didn't even start, so I'm going to get rid of these as well. So we've got The Boyfriend Hypothesis by Susanna Nix, which I DNF'd, Cleopatra and Frankenstein, which I also DNF'd, The Prophet Song by Paul Lynch, which I didn't even start because there's like no punctuation and stuff in there and my brain just couldn't compute it. And then we've got The Satsuma Complex by Bob Mortimer, which I started on audiobook, and Bob Mortimer does the like narrates it himself, and it might be the worst audiobook I've ever listened to, and it kind of just ruined the book for me, and I've got no interest in carrying it on. So yeah, I'm getting rid of that one also. So overall, I've actually got a very big stack of books that I am unhauling. This is about to fall any second, but yeah, I'm going to get rid of all of them. I'll probably put them on my Vinted at some point, but yeah, I feel like that's good. I've had a good purge, got rid of a lot of books, made a little bit of room for some new ones. Let me put these down. Yeah, made a little bit of room for some new ones. I feel like because my shelves were overflowing anyway, there doesn't look like there's loads of room now, but there must be because I've just pulled off a lot of books from there, but some of them were on my like coffee table, so at least I've got some more room on there to store more books that I enjoy. So yeah, gonna get rid of them. Had a good clear out. Like I say, I'll probably put them all on Vinted. I will put my Vinted in the description below if anyone's interested in any of these. I'm also selling a lot of clothes on there at the moment, so it's a bit of a mismatch of stuff. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did and you'd like to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But other than that, I will see you in a bit.